Hey guys, it's ItsSiex bringing you an expandable, no blueprint required solo duo trio base. Build costs are as follow: 3,000 wood, 18,000 stone, 1,100 metal frags. When you're ready to expand into the second story, your total build cost will be 5,000 wood, 29,000 stone, 1,500 metal frags. This is the design. Now let's get into the build. Okay, so for this build, we're going to start with a square foundation. It's slightly important that your foundation doesn't clip through the terrain, as shown here. So you want to find a nice flat spot, such as this. After you have your initial square down, you're going to do raised triangle foundations on either side, and wherever you want your front door to be would also be raised. And then the opposite side you'll leave completely open. Next step, you're going to have your loot rooms. And then we'll honeycomb off the loot rooms. The honeycombing will be done with a triangle foundation on the side, top, and other side. So sides and tops will all get honeycombed. We'll go ahead, do that. Okay, so now we have a footprint just like this. Next step would be throw in our half wall and finish our floor here. So we have this gap here. This gap is going to hold a furnace, two furnaces actually, one in either corner, and a crate down below. So let's go ahead and fill that in right away. It's important that you get it in the very backest, rightest corner that you can reach. And if done correctly, you should be able to place a large crate on either side of them, just like that. And then we'll throw a triangle, just like that. That gives us a flat area. You can run across this, you won't fall down in there, and that's perfect. Next, we'll throw up our doors. We'll expand on our walls, the exterior walls, and we'll quick get our TC placed. So let's start with first showing where our doors are. You can do the door on either side, left or right. I'll place it on the left side. And then I'm going to wall frame because I like to put like a shop front here so that I can see out the front. And then let's go ahead. I'll throw up the exterior walls and wall off these doorways, and let's speed this up. Okay, there we go. Next step will be we'll start the honeycombing. We'll honeycomb off the top of each triangle that is our honeycomb. So every corner gets one of these. This should actually be facing that way. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to create our actual loot rooms. So we do that for every loot room. Since this is a blueprintless needed build, we're going to do a half wall on at least one of the sides of every loot room. So just go ahead and pick whatever side you want that to be. We'll go like this, this. And then we're going to place a half wall on either one of these triangles, so that we can create a step up that will eventually expand into an upstairs if needed. It also just creates a spot to place like a barbecue and a workbench or something along the lines of that. So let's finish off our honeycombing. Okay, so that's it. And then we'll do our door frames. Every loot room will have a double door that will upgrade into garage doors eventually. So there we go. I've left all these half walls as is. They don't have to stay half walls. You can upgrade them immediately. We'll go ahead and do that right away. But I only wanted to do that to show where all the half walls were for the build. Next, we'll go ahead, we'll place our tool cupboard. So you got to find the side where you've got this half wall, double half wall, and the tool cupboard will place on the opposite side, back, furthest corner from the half wall, so that you can throw down a triangle. Let's grab access, just like that. Now you can fit 4 crates inside a tool cupboard room just by taking this back left corner, just like this, and if done correctly you should be able to place the other one just like this, and that should allow you to still reach the tool cupboard and obviously both your crates. Same thing goes for above. I like to place this as far as to the tip on the triangle as you can reach, and as back as possible to the tool cupboard as that will reach. Then you can, oops, then you just get on the back of this triangle just to the point where you're about to fall off, and place, just like that. Now you got your 4 crates there. We'll do the same thing with the workbench. You find where your half wall is, it's right there. Place on the opposite side and lock it down. We'll place our crates just like so. We're going to go back left, front right, place it as close as you can back to the workbench, and then that way you'll be able to enter this room, have access to the workbench. You can throw a triangle down in front of that workbench, and you can put 2 more crates up here, just as we did over here. But just a note that once you place this triangle, you cannot replace your workbench. So right now we've got a workbench level 1. If we want to do the tier 2, we will not be able to place it back in this area because the wall's here. So this wall will actually have to go in order for another one to place down. Actually, so does that. So my suggestion, place your workbench, don't throw in a shelf until you have it tier 2'd. Then once you have your tier 2 down, then go ahead, place your triangle here, throw a couple shelves down. Same thing as the tool cupboard. Just get it like so, and like so. With these 2 crates, where if you want to maximize your space, as I was saying before, just follow the placement like this. You'll do the back left corner, back right corner, and up front. Back right corner. And then to make things easier, go like this. This will need to be squared front. Okay, so there we go. We'll go ahead, we'll place our doors. I like having loot room doors open inward. They all snug away real nice. For out here, you want these little shelves that are right there to face towards you from the inside. If they face on the outside like that, you've got it in backwards. Grab our doors. I always like having the outside door open inward. That's a really high jump from here, so we're going to need some foundation steps. In or out, doesn't matter. I'll do in, out. Now here, you can do one of 2 things. I usually like putting a door here so that if people are standing outside looking in, if this door is open, we don't want people from the outside being able to look in. So if you want to avoid that, you can throw down another wall. There we go. Let's take a look at this footprint. So this is essentially the design that we have. We've got honeycombing on every square. So this is the design. We'll ceiling tile this off. There we go. So that's the base of the turtle. This is the very beginning. If you ever want to expand this, pick out this area here. Oops, that needs to be. Let's create a barbecue. Oops. So I usually like to place a barbecue right here. If you need to research anything in this base, the best thing to do is you could pick up your own research bench and a repair bench. So you drop that down, you do your repair, pick it up, got something, or you do your research. This would be your repair, pick it up, and then eventually when you want to expand, we'll go upstairs, you take, you grab yourself some pickaxes, pickaxe through this, and then you can build. Yes. Let's do double doors here. Eventually this again would be garage doors, but this is for a blueprintless white. we'll have these open outward. There we go. And then we'll I'll ceiling tile this off real fast. Okay, so there we go. So then once we have this all set up, we can turn this into our repair bench room. You could, again, create these walls. You could honeycomb all this out if you wanted to, just like we have it below. If you honeycomb it up, gives you some extra durability upstairs. And that's about it. Let's take a look at this from the outside. There we go. And this is the turtle.